Welcome to JIBRIN Angle on Oweleke TV. My name is JIBRIN, and this is my angle. Barrister, thank you once again for joining us on this show. I called you in a very impromptu way, and you responded. I appreciate that, and in fact, I feel honored.
Right.
All right. Let's talk about, there is this news that came out earlier in the week, where the spokesperson of the Nigerian police force said something that, to me, I just consider that as very reckless, and I don't know, for someone in his position to actually say such. I don't know if this is the right thing. Even me as a layman, I am I think I am significantly certain that this is against the law, but you are the lawyer here, so I need your input here. The Nigerian police have power to break into any property without warrant, says spokesman. Now, there is this video. I don't know if you came across that video. Unfortunately, I've been trying to get that video. I wanted you to play the video so that you and my viewers will understand what we are talking about. On this video, I couldn't get the video actually. On this video, literally, these are plain clothes. I thought they were robbers. Let me be frank. When I watched that, until this police spokesperson came out to say something. But honestly, I thought they were, because they were not in uniform, but they were literally carrying AK-47, and they got to these gates. I don't know whether they wanted to arrest someone, whatever. They got to the gate, knocked, and the owners refused to open the gate. They were actually videoing the owners of the property were actually I don't know if they are tenants or owners anyway. They were actually videoing everything. Some of them climbed the fence to be able to capture the policemen, the so-called policemen. And the police threatened them, and they asked them to open the gate. They refused to open the gate, sort of. So, and one of the police had to shoot the AK-47. In fact, he almost shot the person on the fence that was videoing, because he shot at, I don't know whether he shot into the air or he shot at the guy, but the truth is that the guy eventually jumped down from the fence. And so, because I had the gunshot. The next thing is, the policeman actually climbed the fence, started climbing the fence and jumped down into the gates, inside the compound. It was very I don't know what happened, because the guys videoing it had to run into the house, and they probably jammed their doors, so they couldn't video anymore. That was how the video ended. I don't know what happened, sort of. So initially, honestly, I thought they were robbers, until this police spokesperson came out and actually said that that Nigerian police, the police, has power. They have power to break into any property without warrant. Barrister, is that true?
Yes, I have not. I'm yet to see the video, but the issue of police having power to break into property is correct. The police and law enforcement agencies generally have the power to break into premises
Without a
where
warrant?
they have not been allowed, without a warrant in certain instances. Now, you have to understand that law enforcement agencies can arrest without a warrant. In some cases, can arrest with warrants. If you are committing an offense in the presence of law enforcement agents, you do not expect them to leave the scene where the offense is being committed and go and look for a warrant to come and arrest the people. They have the right to arrest you there. If the law enforcement agents are chasing criminals who are running away and they enter a premises, the law enforcement are not expected to leave and go back to look for a warrant from a magistrate or from a court to come and and arrest the distinct. In that time, the person would have escaped. They can break into that premises. If law enforcement agents come to your door, your house, not just police, and they properly identify themselves, you are under an obligation to open your gate. The issue with our police, not just our police, EFCC, the DSS, is that they have developed a culture of raiding people in the dead of night and in communities and places where there is insecurity, there is armed robbery, there is insurgency, and kidnappings. So in that respect, people become scared. It's difficult to know when police or EFCC or DSS come to your house in the dead of night, 2 a.m., and start knocking on your gate and shouting that we are police, we are EFCC. How will a person inside the compound confirm? Even with an ID, even the criminals or kidnappers can also make ID. So we have been campaigning against this. Give dignity to Nigerian people. I think maybe you missed what happened 2 weeks ago, where EFCC went to a town in the east to arrest, and then from there they went to another estate. And the person, when they were knocking on the person's door, he refused to open. In the attempt to break down the door, the man shot from inside, shot at the EFCC and killed one of the EFCC operatives. From there, they were eventually able to arrest the guy. But it was around 2 a.m., for God's sake. The present chairman of EFCC, in the operational manual, they said they are going to stop this nighttime, this 12 midnight early hours of the morning race. So when they were being questioned as to what time did they go to do that, vis-a-vis their recent operational manual, they didn't tell the exact time. But we are complaining. Everybody is complaining. Number one, treat Nigerian citizens with dignity that they deserve. Don't come to, in ordinary crimes, where you can summon somebody and the person can report to the office of the police. Why do you need to go in the dead of night or to go with an armada to go and raid the premises, even break down the gate? We don't need this. That professionalism is lacking in our law enforcement agents. That respect for the dignity of the Nigerian citizen is lacking in the law enforcement agents. And we have complained, even the NBA have complained, Nigerian citizens have raised their voice against this mode of operations. Of course, we recognize that there are instances where it is necessary to carry out a raid by the agency to catch somebody red-handed upon proper information. But it is rather more like the norm than the exception when it comes to our law enforcement doing this nighttime raid. Scaring the whole neighborhood is unnecessary, very unnecessary. And not only that, you can talk about that raid. The general conduct of the average Nigerian security operative is less than encouraging. Go back to the case of Farotimi, who was bundled from his office in chains and handcuffed in Lagos and driven to Ekiti. For God's sake, you have not come. This is a lawyer with a chambers, with a family. You have it is not an ongoing crime. It's not an armed robbery where you must intervene and catch the people. It's a criminal defamation filed in court. Why can you not call him on the phone that we have this, we want to take you to court, report to our office by social time? Only when the person refuses to cooperate that you can go and arrest. But no, our own security agencies will not do that. They prefer to go in a gangster fashion and harass not just the person sought to be arrested, but the whole neighborhood. Is uncalled for, and it's about time our security agencies moderated their professional performance in terms of arrest and accord the average Nigerian the dignity that we need. We often say that as a Nigerian citizen, you get more respect outside the country than in Nigeria itself. You travel outside the country, you realize that the police and security agencies respect you more than your own security agencies in your own country. So it's about time that this kind of shenanigans has to stop, and they should moderate their operational manual and teach every policeman, if it is not necessary, don't go to raid a person's house, and particularly in the night, where identifying yourself may be difficult. You can't come to my door and be shouting, "I'm police, I'm police," in the dead of the night and expect me to believe that. What if it is kidnappers? What if it's hired assassins and others? So, and the insecurity in Nigeria makes it imperative that we balance the needs of security as well as the Nigerian people's dignity.
All right. Thank you so much, Barrister, for that, for clarifying that. Okay, I think I was wrong to have felt the way, excuse me, to have thought or felt the way I felt. Okay, initially I thought it was reckless of them because I watched that video. That video, I didn't see any decorum in that video, any sense of responsibility in that video. It was just, they just behaved like criminals. That's just it, unfortunately.
Like gangsters.
Yeah,
that's
like
correct. That's what we are talking about.
Yeah, honestly, just behave like gangsters. That's the right word, honestly. I just felt embarrassed by when I watched that video, sort of. But now you have clarified it. Although this, in their own case, it wasn't at night, and that is why the video was very clear, actually. It was really in the daytime, sort of, because they captured, the video was clear. They captured the whole issue, the whole incident or whatever. So anyway, thank you for clarifying that. And so obviously the spokesperson, Nigerian police spokesperson, actually, he said the right thing, that the police can break down, force themselves into any property without a warrant, depending, according to you, yes, which I agree with. I think it makes sense, depending on the crime and depending on the situation. All right. So the bottom line, the real word there is relative. That means the situation it should be a relative situation, not in all cases, sort of. So, all right. Thank you so much, Barrister.